everybody, it's Coffee Morning with Karlos Morale, where I play a game based upon top secret criteria whilst drinking my morning coffee until my cup is dry. And today we're going to be playing ICEY, an action-adventure indie RPG meta something or other game from Shanghai FantaBlade Network Technology Company Limited, published by XD Network Incorporated and released on the 17th of November. Where have you been? The people cried. We've been dying of thirst, waiting for coffee. I'll tell you where I've been. I've been playing Final Fantasy 15 in my front room. I've played about 35 hours so far, and I don't imagine I'm even halfway through. But we're not here to talk about Final Fantasy 15, as good as it may be, but rather to talk about 2D platform meta and slash title ICEY. Looking very much like you've taken control of Hatsune Miku, your job is to fend off the evil machinations of some dude called Judas, who's up to nefarious business. At the same time, you also get to listen to the ramblings of our Chinese narrator, who encourages you to follow the in-game instructions and then berates you when you don't.
艾希惊讶地发现，这个房间好像与之前的森林似乎一模一样，但是不要。
3/4 of the playtime is spent smashing droids with odd names like Bernard and Terence, and the other chunk is spent going where you're not supposed to in order to screw with the narrator and find hidden good stuff.
他需要启动悬浮桥才能通过悬崖。什么？这怎么？
Almost like side questing in Final Fantasy. But I'm not thinking about that right now. So I've played around 2 hours of this since I had to get up early this morning and reconnect with the Crown's Guard. Let the dog out for a wee. And my 2 hours have been a mixed bag. The core fighting action seems slightly off with joypad, and I'd suggest going mousey keyboard if you're planning on picking this up. Although the fighting seems to have some depth to it, I found it unsatisfying to play as a consequence of insufficient damage feedback, both yours and enemies, and a slight sluggishness with the controls. The whole meta-game aspect of ICEY is what will ultimately make or break the game, and I haven't reached the end in order to determine that. I like the narrator becoming frustrated with the player's actions, and I like being able to stumble into unfinished areas of the map and getting insights into the development process. However, the game commits a cardinal sin by pointing out areas where it would like to have been improved, e.g. the inclusion of ranged attacks. Now, this may be part of the game later on, and if it is, then that's some smooth foreshadowing that I really appreciate. But if it isn't, well, you've just highlighted exactly where the stick is that I need to beat your game over the head with. What ICEY really needed was 4 young strapping men, one of whom sounds completely incongruously like Richard E. Grant, to drive around in a fancy car whilst dining on the most incredible assortment of world cuisine, and then using the superpowers those meals grant to beat up giant toads. Or something. I just need to go and do something over here now. Goodbye.